Hi guys, it's Jessica. Thank you so much for joining me today. So I am going to be reviewing a little bit of the makeup that I've done today, but I'm also going to talk to those of you who might not know about football. Okay, so football is one of my greatest loves. I love the Seattle Seahawks. I love what they stand for. And you know, some of you out there might, you might be sitting next to your husband and you don't really understand the game, or you might want to spend quality time with your brother and you want to understand it a little bit better. This video is for you. Okay, so before I start, I'm gonna let you guys know what I used for my makeup. I used the Alamar palette for the eyes, and I used the Baddington Monroe Silk Lashes for the lashes, and the Fenty Glow, the lippy on the lips. It just makes it all come together really nice and beautifully. If I were to go to a game, I probably would wear, you know, those crazy wigs, and I would probably lose my voice, to be honest. Okay, so just to start off, there's 32 teams in the NFL. There's the AFC division, which stands for the American Football Conference, and there's the NFC division, which stands for the National Football Conference. So each division has 4 subdivisions, which has 4 teams in each one, so to total 32 altogether. So for example, my Seattle Seahawks, their division is called the NFC West, and they usually play a couple times the specific teams in their division. So for our division, it would be the 49ers, the Rams, and the Cardinals. So we would definitely play them twice a year. Okay, so there's the preseason. So that's right now. The mini camps are going on. There was a combine where the scouts for every team goes and they watch the football players from college to see, you know, who they want to pick. So it's basically their chance to shine and to show off all their talent. So that already happened, and there was a lot of really great players that were, you know, in the combines. It was exciting to watch it, and to also see what other players that we're going to be up against. So it makes it all really, really interesting. And there's also the NFL draft, and that just happened a month and a half ago. Okay, so in the NFL draft, we picked up a really great player named Rashad Penny, and also Shaquem Griffin. There's a set of brothers on the Seahawks, and one of them actually has one hand, and that to me showed dedication, and that showed a lot of heart, and it also showed that the Seahawks don't discriminate, which, you know, come on, I mean, that's amazing. That just shows that they are trying to rebuild, and they got great heart, and that's all I love. I love to see that. Okay, so during the regular season, there's 17 weeks, and there's 16 games that each team will play, with 1 week called a bye week, which they have a week off to, you know, to relax, to get a little break from the craziness of having one really difficult game each week to play. Okay, so there's a couple of basic rules that, you know, just popped out of my head. There's at each time during active play, there's supposed to be only 11 players on the field at a time. In Seattle, I know that the fans are really loud, and even one time they even had a seismograph. The earthquake place said that the Seahawks were so loud that they made earthquake type behavior. So communication's got to be really important, you know, to know when to pull a player out and to put one on the field. Everyone has to be on the same page, and, you know, that can be a penalty right there in itself. Okay, and also the line of scrimmage. Okay, so when you have the ball and you're playing, you're trying to get down the field, you're trying to get a touchdown, there's something called the line of scrimmage, and that's basically the stopping point for each down, each time that you're trying to run the ball down. So say that Russell Wilson throws it to the 20-yard line and somebody catches it. That point right there is the line of scrimmage for the next play. Sorry, there's a boat going by. They must think I'm crazy out here in this nice weather we're in New Jersey. It's okay though. Okay. So each team has a defense and an offense. So the defense's job is to stop the other team from making points, getting down the field. They want to sack them. They want to tackle them. So the players on the team are the safety, the middle linebacker, the cornerback, the outside linebacker, the end, and the tackle. So these important jobs, these guys, You know, these guys are the ones that stop Tom Brady from getting a touchdown. Okay, so there's also the offense. So there's a guard, there's a tackle, a tight end, a wide receiver, and these guys have to be super fast. And there's also the quarterback. There's a halfback called a running back, and there's also a fullback, which is also a running back. So I want to talk a little bit about the quarterback. So the quarterback is obviously an important guy on the team. Not saying anybody else is, because everyone has an important part to play in this game. But the quarterback in my situation is Russell Wilson, and there's so many reasons why I look up to Russell Wilson. He shows a lot of dedication, which pushes me in my personal life. He has an app called Trace Me. And he goes live and he'll start chatting with his fans. He's commented to me a couple times, and it's just an amazing guy. He goes to the Children's Hospital in Seattle. He visits the sick kids. He's just an amazing person. He lost his father a few years ago. He's raising kids. He has a wife. He's married to Sierra, the singer. He's just an amazing role model that, I myself, I'm 39 years old and I look up to the guy. So he's really an amazing quarterback. Okay, so there's a few rules in football that you might hear. One of them is called roughing the passer. This is just basically people that are a little too rough. They knock the crap out of somebody, and that does happen. There are guys that get hit so hard they get knocked out and they're on the ground, they're winded, they just they got the crap, kicked out of them. There's penalties. There's something called holding. This is when somebody grabs the jersey or grabs the helmet to face. And these penalties, they start adding up. And if you get penalized, you go back 15 yards. And that's pretty devastating, especially if the penalties start adding up. There's something called the fumble. And this is when the ball is active, somebody drops it, or somebody, they just lose it when they have the ball in action and the ball's loose on the ground. Anybody on both teams can go for that ball, and if the other team gets it or they're at the bottom of the stack, they get the ball. So you lost it. So the fumble is a pretty important part of the game. You definitely want to get that ball if it's loose, especially. Okay, there's also the pass interference. This one is, I've noticed that it's a complicated thing because, you want to tackle a player, especially if they're going to catch a ball. But if you're tripping them, if you grab their helmet, you really get in the way of somebody's play. Or it's called pass interference, and something that I might see as pass interference might not be what you think is. So it's a very controversial subject, which obviously ends up to be the ref's decision. Okay, so basically the name of the game is called downs. First down, second down, third down, fourth down. Okay, so in a football stadium, the length of the field is 100 yards. Okay, so in 10 yards, you get 4 times to go down and get that 10 yards. So 4 snaps, you get that many chances. So if the ball is snapped and somebody goes 2 yards, you still have 8 more yards to go. So you need to reach 10 to restart the downs. So it's important to get those first downs, to get the 10 yards, to keep the ball going in your direction. If you don't make it, then the other team gets the ball. Okay, so I guess that's really it with the gist of what I want to talk to you about football, but I also want to tell you the reasons why I love it so much. Not only does it bring our family together and friends, you have your friends come over and you guys make really great food and everyone's excited and, there's a really great game going on. It just brings togetherness, and I just really love that. And it even happens if you go to, a bar, for example. Everyone is in such a great mood and it's just a fun thing to do. I also am at the point where I am enjoying other teams. I don't put other people down for them not, being a Seahawks player or a Seahawks fan. I respect everybody and, you know, who they are and what they stand for, and it's just fun to watch other teams play too. I love Aaron Rodgers, and I think that he's a great quarterback. I hate it when we play him, and I hate it when we lose against him, but it's just an amazing thing to watch. Sorry, there's a plane going by. I'm so sorry about that. I wouldn't be surprised if a helicopter just flew by as well. Okay, so that's basically it, you guys. I really enjoyed making this video. I was super excited about it, and I just really hope that some of the things that I talked to you guys about today you can take with you, and maybe the next time somebody's watching a football game and you say, hey, you know, I know what's going on there. I get that. I understand that. You know, I'm not perfect at it. I'm still learning, so I'm not trying to sound like I know everything about football. It's just an amazing sport, and I just encourage you guys to give it a chance. Thank you guys so much for watching my video today. I appreciate all your love and support and your comments that you give me. Don't forget about the giveaway that I'm having, the Nudie Patootie and the Kylie lip gloss. And I can't wait to see you guys in the next video. Subscribe. All right, love you guys. Bye.